Hey y'all, it's the Duck here. How are y'all doing? I'm fine. Um, well, actually, it's very, very cold here in Texas. I'm by the fireplace tonight, um, trying to keep warm. Uh, and tonight I wanted to talk to you about gambling for January 2025. I wish I were gambling right now. I wish I were playing my slots and my sports betting. But unfortunately, this is a holiday weekend, so the airlines have a lot of blackout dates. There's a lot of people wanting to travel, so that means I can't travel for free, and therefore I can't travel at all, because that's the only way I travel. So I'm stuck here in Texas, and it's really, really freezing. There's like a deep freeze, and I think it might snow tonight or something. But at least now I have time to sit and reflect on my slots play for January, since it looks like I probably won't be able to go to Vegas for the rest of this month anyway. Next week, I don't know what's going on in Vegas. All of the hotels are like super expensive, and I like to get them, dirt cheap or free. So I guess I can't go next week either, next weekend. So I really am stuck here in Texas for probably the rest of this month, January. So I might as well take this moment to reflect on my slots play, and that's what I'm going to do. And I set it up on my website. Let me see. You can always go check it out yourself. My website, duckdeals.com/slots.html. So, as I had mentioned earlier, I did another YouTube short video earlier in the year, or maybe at the end of December, where I was saying that this year I really wanted to be very honest about my gambling, to show the real truth of it, not hide any losses or anything like that. So I made a website for it, and this site is going to track all of my gameplay for the year, to really give a good understanding of what it's like if you gamble a lot the way I do. Um, and so I'm tracking it all here on my website, and my rule is, typically my rule is, and you can see it from the website, is that I always bring about $50 per game. Once I start to win a little bit, I'll usually stop. Usually, I should always stop, but sometimes I go a little bit more. And if if it all goes, oh gosh, what is it verifying? Okay, and then so if I win, yeah, that's fine. If I start losing, I'm gonna pretty much use all $50 of it for the game. So you'll notice some losses here are the complete 50. I was hoping for some kind of big win during the game, and I guess it just never happened. So that kind of explains it. I also want to really diversify the different casinos I go to, and not just stay at just one or something like that. Um, and for every game I play, I'm going to film it. I think that they're all important. Um, I want them to be important to me. I don't want them to just be, oh look, I'm sitting here and I'm just going to throw some money in here. It should at least produce a video for YouTube. If it can't do that, then it's not really worth playing, because when I tell people about how I gamble, I make sure to tell them that I'm not really a gambler. I'm more of a content creator, and that way it doesn't feel so bad when I lose or something, because I got something else out of the experience. I made a video of some sort. Um, sometimes they're really, really short videos, and then of course they become shorts on YouTube, and some of them are longer. I really don't know going into the video what it's going to be like. Obviously, it's mostly chance, and so, but this website is going to chronicle everything, and I'm really excited about it. I think my battery's almost dying. No, I have 8%. Okay, so if you look here on this website, you can see sort of how it goes. My first game for the month was, or for the year, was Bubble Craps, one of my favorite games. I played that at the Flamingo in Vegas. Most of my gameplay is going to be in Vegas. Sometimes I go to Chicago. I've been at Bally's in Chicago. I'll go to Chicago. I've played in Detroit, Indiana, Seattle. I play a lot there. Actually, next month, in February, I already have a trip booked. I'll be in Seattle. Maybe I'll play a little bit there. So on cruise ships, those sorts of things. Reno. Yeah, I like to mix it up. New York. So hopefully you'll see a variety of, over this next year, of multiple cities and states, multiple casinos, and a wide variety of games. And last year I played a lot of blackjack and baccarat and bubble craps, the three Bs. This year I want to really diversify that, not just play, one. So my goal is, for each month, I'm only going to play each game or variation of a game. Like, if I'm going to play a Buffalo, I'll play Buffalo Gold and then maybe Buffalo Diamond or something. But I don't want to play a single variety of a game more than once for each month. I want to challenge myself and learn new games, and just broaden my horizons. So we're going to see a wide variety this year. Bubble Craps is probably my favorite game in the world, and that was the very first one I played. I have to play Bubble Craps whenever I see it. So I did that at the Flamingo, and I won $3, and then I left, right? And you can see that here. And if you want proof of it, just, you can look at the website, and you can click on it, and it'll take you to the video, the YouTube video. All of them have to be supported by a video that shows the experience and the adventure, that chronicles it. So that's what's going on there. Then I played Buffalo. Buffalo's my favorite of the main slots. I went to the Link. If you've ever walked down the Vegas Strip, you'll see it's the Flamingo, the Link, and Harrah's and Wynn. They're all kind of like in a row, and so that's sort of how I played it. I went from one to the other, yeah. So you can see how I did. The Wynn, I always love playing at the Wynn. They're one of the best places for content creators. They're very supportive, as long as you don't have a tripod. So some of my videos can be a little shaky, but as long as I'm allowed to make them, I feel good about it. So I went over to the Wynn. My first big loss was Diamond with Black Diamond Deluxe. I lost $50 on that. It was terrible. But I tried it. I tried it. Let's see. Then my next big loss was Dragon Link Autumn Moon at the Wynn. Another 50 gone, as if nothing. Then I headed over to Resorts World. That was about a week later. You can see the dates here. Now, Resorts World is probably the number one place for me anyway, at least on the Vegas Strip. Off Strip, maybe El Cortez would be a real good, or the Durango for filming. But on Strip, Resorts World is probably one of the best. So I didn't feel nervous at all about filming. I did 6 games in a row. Blackjack, I won $10. That was great. Then I started losing a little bit. Buffalo Link didn't work out. Rich Little Piggies, another $50 lost. I won big with Wild Wild Buffalo, and that's the second time I've won big with Wild Wild Buffalo. Exactly like 1 year ago, I also played that Wild Wild Buffalo at Resorts World, and I won like $300. That was really great. You can see that video; it's still out there too. But yeah, of course, I made this one for this year. I was very excited. I took $50 and turned it into 77, so that was a $27 profit. You can see that here. In green, I put the profits. And red is the losses. Roulette lost all 50 pretty quickly. And then I went over to the Venetian, mostly because I was staying there. So I was staying at the Palazzo. The Palazzo is now part of Hyatt family, so I wanted to check that out, the Palazzo or the Venetian. And I did pretty well there at the Venetian. I started off by making my biggest win for this month, which was with pinball. So, yeah, I turned $50 into $236. That was pretty amazing. So, $186 in winnings for that game. I absolutely loved it. I pretty much won, most of the games I played at the Venetian, except for Top Dollar, where I lost about $50. The Hobbit was the last game I played for the month. I won $7 on that, $7.70. And then, of course, I do a calculation at the very end to see what happened. So, looking here, I can see I lost $44.40 this month. That's the loss, and that's honest. I'm not going to pretend that I'm making thousands and thousands of dollars like I've done in previous years. That's actually what it is. So, I went to Vegas and I played 18 games. As you can see, I played 18 games this month and ended up losing $44.40. Yeah, but I'm okay with it. I got a whole lot of free drinks while I was there. Probably worth more than $44.40. And if you watch my videos, you'll see that there's always like a cocktail waitress offering me a free drink of some sort. So I got a whole bunch of those, and I was just entertained. And at the end of the day, that's really what gambling should be like. It should be, is this entertainment? And that's what it was for me. I was just having fun in Vegas, and never bet more than you can afford to lose. And so I have a budget, and this is just my extra money that I have at the end of the month from all the work that I do. I work really hard, and I have discretionary funds. I'm not going to go over that amount. I'm going to keep to the budget. It's roughly $300 a week. But yeah, so having spent all that and coming out with a loss of only $44.40, it's kind of okay. Yeah, so that's my page. So I was asking myself, I want to really think about that number, that $44.40 that I spent. I don't want to be flippant about it. I read online, I typed in Google, what is $44.40? And it says that's the amount that the kid in Home Alone spent when buying a few groceries to get through the week in that movie. And yeah, I can see that. So, $44 is not nothing. It's certainly something. But, I have to sit there and ask myself, am I okay with knowing that I spent what could have been, a toothbrush, some milk, mac and cheese, and, laundry detergent? Am I okay with knowing that I forwent a small amount of groceries in exchange for having the time of my life in Las Vegas, making fun videos that I could share with the wonderful subscribers on my YouTube channel, and having a whole bunch of free drinks? Yeah, I would choose what I did. It was looking at it at the end of this month, it was worth it, and I had a great time. So, yeah, I'm going to be very analytical this month, this rest of this year, and give monthly updates on how I'm doing. Very honest, and all of it backed up by a video, and all of it on this spreadsheet. And I'll be updating it, in real time. So if you're ever super bored, you can always go to duck-deals.com and check it out and see how the Duck is doing with his slots and sports betting play. So I hope this has been at least somewhat amusing and maybe entertaining, at least as a little bit as entertaining for you as it was for me actually experiencing all these games. And I'll talk to you again next month. So stay warm out there. Bye.